What if I told you that a simple seed from a tree in the Himalayas could rewire your brain, protect your heart, and connect you to dimensions of consciousness science is only beginning to understand? Sounds like something from a fantasy movie, right? But here's the thing. NASA isn't studying magical seeds, but they are studying bioelectromagnetic fields. Princeton researchers are investigating consciousness beyond the brain. And right now, laboratories in India and the US are publishing peer-reviewed studies on a seed that ancient texts claim fell from the tears of a god. Welcome to Nature and Soul. Today we're decoding the Rudraksha, that mysterious brown bead you've probably seen around someone's neck and dismissed as just another spiritual trinket. What if it's actually a key, a biological interface between your nervous system and something far greater? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which Rudraksha is right for you, how to activate it, and why modern science is finally catching up to what the sages of the Vedas knew thousands of years ago. If you're ready to explore the unknown, hit that subscribe button. Let's dive in. Let's start with a question that bothers physicists and philosophers alike. Is consciousness just electrical activity in the brain? Or is the brain more like an antenna, picking up a signal from somewhere else? In 2025, a study published in the journal Metabolic Brain Disease showed something remarkable. A compound from the Elaeocarpus angustifolius tree, you know it as Rudraksha, demonstrated significant neuroprotective effects in an animal model of Alzheimer's disease. It reduced amyloid plaque buildup and restored neurotransmitter balance. Now let me translate that. A seed used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic tradition was just proven to protect the brain against one of the most devastating neurodegenerative diseases on the planet. But wait, it gets stranger. Another study in 2025, published through Science Direct, demonstrated that Rudraksha seed extract significantly improved heart function in rats with pulmonary hypertension. It restored cardiac morphology and reduced inflammatory markers. So we have a seed that modern science is now showing affects the brain and the heart simultaneously. Meanwhile, the ancient texts tell us Rudraksha came from the tears of Lord Shiva after 1,000 years of meditation. They say each bead carries specific energies, different numbers of faces or Mukhis connect to different deities, planets, and aspects of reality. Coincidence? Or is there something here that our culture, obsessed with hustle, productivity, and quick fixes, has completely missed? Today, millions of Americans struggle with anxiety, burnout, and that haunting question, is this all there is? What if the answer has been sitting in a sacred bead all along? The word Rudraksha comes from two Sanskrit roots. Rudra, a name for Shiva, the cosmic destroyer and transformer, and Aksha, meaning eye or tears. The story goes like this. When Shiva closed his eyes in deep meditation for 1,000 divine years, those tears crystallized into the first Rudraksha tree. There's profound symbolism here, even if you take it metaphorically. Sacred tears from divine eyes, becoming seeds of transformation on earth. Now, the Upanishads, specifically the Rudraksha Jabala Upanishad, tell us there are between 1 and 38 faces, or Mukhis, on a Rudraksha bead. These aren't literally faces, they're natural grooves or clefts on the surface of the seed. Ancient seers said each number of faces corresponds to specific energies, deities, and benefits. Let me break down the most important ones for you. 1 Mukhi, the rarest, said to represent Shiva himself. It connects you directly to the source of all consciousness. If you're seeking liberation from the cycle of suffering, true freedom, this is the one. It's said to wash away even the greatest sins. 5 Mukhi, the most common, representing Kalagni Rudra, the fire aspect of Shiva. This one is your everyday protector. It balances the elements in your body and mind. Studies have shown it's effective for cardiac health and managing diabetes, obesity, and anger. 7 Mukhi, connected to Mahalakshmi, the goddess of abundance. This bead is for prosperity and removing obstacles to success. The ruling planet, Saturn. If you've been going through tough times, the kind of challenges that build character, this bead is said to transmute that difficulty into wealth and stability. 12 Mukhi, representing the 12 Adityas, the solar energies. This bead is for leaders, entrepreneurs, and anyone needing inner radiance, courage, and charisma. It's believed to clear Vastu energy issues and protect against black magic. 14 Mukhi, the most powerful after the 1 Mukhi. It represents Shiva in his highest form. It's said that wearing this bead makes you like Shiva himself. You gain health, cure diseases, and reach the highest goal. Now here's the part that will really make you think. The texts say that a Rudraksha bead worn on your skin interacts with your energy field, your prana, regulating the three vital fluxes of the body: bile, wind, and phlegm. They say it prevents aging, rejuvenates the system, and balances blood pressure. Metaphor or ancient medicine? And here's the kicker. The Atharva Veda, the Puranas, and the Rudraksha Jabala Upanishad all agree. Wearing Rudraksha is equivalent to performing 1,000 sacrifices. It's not about the bead itself. It's about what the bead represents. A commitment to living a life of awareness, purity, and connection to the divine. Let's put aside the mystical language for a moment and look at what science is discovering. A 2025 academic paper from Nepal explored the mystical and scientific significance of Rudraksha beads and summarized what researchers are finding. Rudraksha exhibits bioelectromagnetic properties that influence the human biofield. Let me translate that. Your body generates electromagnetic fields. Your heart's electrical field is about 60 times greater in amplitude than brainwaves, and it can be detected several feet away. Your brain operates on specific frequencies: delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma. Rudraksha beads, researchers are finding, interact with these fields. They're not just passive objects, they're resonators. They vibrate at frequencies that influence your nervous system. Remember those studies I mentioned earlier? The Alzheimer's and heart failure research? The mechanisms they identified were anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Rudraksha compounds suppressed NF-κB, a protein complex that controls inflammation, and upregulated NRF2, which protects cells from oxidative stress. In plain English, Rudraksha reduces inflammation and oxidative damage at the cellular level. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Inflammation and oxidative stress are now understood to be root causes of depression, anxiety, chronic fatigue, and most degenerative diseases. So when ancient texts described Rudraksha as removing sins and promoting peace, that wasn't metaphor. That was functional medicine encoded in spiritual language. Samir is right to point out we shouldn't overstate connections, but consider this: the bioelectromagnetic properties of Rudraksha could explain why different Mukhis are said to affect different planets and aspects of life. Each bead has a unique geometric configuration based on the number of grooves. That geometry affects how it interacts with the electromagnetic field, and thus, how it affects different energy centers, chakras, in your body. The 12 Mukhi bead associated with leadership and charisma might interact with the heart and throat chakras. The 1 Mukhi connected to ultimate consciousness interacts with the crown chakra. We're not talking about magic, we're talking about information transfer. The bead's physical structure encodes information that your biofield reads, like a key fits a lock. Okay, science and spirituality are converging, but you're probably thinking, how do I actually use this? I'm not a monk in a cave. Let me give you the practical playbook. First, how to choose your Rudraksha. If you're just starting out, the 5 Mukhi is your entry point. It's the most available, affordable, and versatile. It protects, balances, and heals your body and mind. If you're going through financial or career struggles, the 7 Mukhi channels abundance, but only if you're ready to put in the work. If you're a leader, entrepreneur, public figure, the 12 Mukhi is worth the investment. And if you're a serious seeker, someone truly ready to transcend the noise, the 1 Mukhi or 14 Mukhi are the pinnacle. Now, and this is crucial, how to purify and activate it. This isn't just a ritual, it's a protocol. According to tradition, Rudraksha must be shuddhi, purified before wearing. Here's the step-by-step. Step 1, choose the right day. Monday is associated with Shiva, the best day. If not, a full moon day or a Saturday for Saturn-related beads like the 7 Mukhi works. Step 2, wash the bead. Use Ganga water if you have it, or clean purified water. Some traditions recommend soaking it overnight in raw cow's milk, then rinsing with water. Step 3, energize it. Pran Pratishta. This is the activation. Place the bead on a clean altar with images of Shiva, or the associated deity. Offer flowers, incense, and sandalwood. Then chant the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. For a specific Mukhi, use its associated mantra. 5 Mukhi, Om Hrim Namah. 7 Mukhi, Om Hum Namah. 12 Mukhi, Om Ksham Hrim Namah. Step 4. Wear it touching the skin. It doesn't matter if you use a thread, silver, or gold. The bead must contact your skin. Wear it around your neck, near the heart, on your right wrist, or as a bracelet. Step 5. Respect the rules. The texts are very specific. Remove it during funerals or ritual impurity. Do not wear it when eating meat, consuming alcohol, or using intoxicants. Don't let others touch or wear your Rudraksha. It becomes your energy signature. And maintain it. Wash it once a month with water, apply a drop of sandalwood or almond oil, and keep it in a sacred place when not worn. So here's the question you need to sit with. Is Rudraksha just a seed, or is it a technology, an ancient interface between the visible and invisible, between your biology and your consciousness? The science is showing it has measurable effects on your brain, your heart, and your nervous system. The ancient texts say it connects you to divine forces, cleanses your karma, and guides you toward liberation. Maybe both are true. What if the deities and planets described in the texts are simply metaphors for frequencies of consciousness, states of being that you can tap into through the right energetic key? What if wearing the Rudraksha isn't about escape from the world, but engagement with it? A tool to stabilize your nervous system so you can show up fully in the chaos of modern life. The ancient sages wore these beads to stay centered. Maybe that's what we need most today. So I'll leave you with this. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you wear a Rudraksha? If not, are you curious now? If you do, what's your experience? This is more than a video. It's a conversation. If this video expanded your awareness even a little, hit that like button. It helps more people discover this content. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. The Akashic Records. Can we access universal memory? We'll explore what the Upanishads say about the cosmic library, and what quantum physics might reveal about information stored in the fabric of space-time. Until then, stay curious, stay conscious, and remember, you are not just a body, you are a field of infinite potential. Namaste.